Welcome in Tar Heel Nation. This is the Tar Heel Herald. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Really helps the channel, guys. All right, let's talk about the basketball team tonight. They face Clemson, who has been on a, let's say, less than stellar streak lately. They have not been doing great, and Carolina's been doing fantastic, winning 6 of the last 7. So you thought this would have been a great game for us to continue our tear and heading into Duke and looking like we're probably going to finally get on top of the ACC leaderboard and back into the top 25. But boy, did we really try hard to kill that narrative, and they definitely did. They 16 turnovers. The first 12 minutes of the game, guys, not a single guard made a field goal. Not a single guard. There was 10 points or 11 points or something in the first 12 minutes. All of them were big men that are not named Baycott, and Playtech had 1 free throw. Ball movement was horrible that entire time. The only time the Bigs scored was when they made a play. It wasn't in it. The ball movement was probably, I think there was 1 or 2 assists during that time from the big men to another big man. But we had, at least in the first half, we definitely had bad perimeter defense, like always. Everyone can shoot and drill threes on us, but it finally looked like we could come back, especially in that third or second half run in the beginning there. But man, it's just turnovers. Anytime we got a momentum, turnover after turnover after. Especially, I thought the one that everyone probably thought we were gonna come back and finally take the lead was probably when Kerwin Walton hit his third 3. Maybe it probably was actually the second one, and then the third one just helped a little bit. But the 3 sparked momentum, and then it looked like we were finally gonna get back in this, and then turnovers killed it again. And Caleb just, it would have been okay of a game if he just didn't turn it over 4 times. The 4 turnovers just ruined it. It was he got 25% of the entire team's turnovers versus 1 assist. You can't have a 1-to-4 ratio like that. That's not going to cut it at all. And Sharp obviously was the entire team tonight, but also did exactly what everyone else did. He got 3 turnovers and he went 4 for 10 on free throws. He was the main reason we also had the turnover issue and the free throw issue. He shot half the dang free throws, and he missed over half his dang free throws. So, but give him credit. He got 5 offensive rebounds. He got more offensive rebounds than he did defensive rebounds. He got 5 versus 3, and the only downside of that is he's the only one who got a single offensive rebound. Not a single other person got one, and he got 5. That was probably 6 of his points was off of offensive rebounds. I think the other 2 he missed on the return. But, 16 points, 8 rebounds, probably going to be player of our team that night, but still didn't help with everything else. So I don't know if anyone knows what the identity is. I hope Coach does. It seemed like we found it there for a sec, but then Baycott left us, and I don't know. Is he going to return for Duke? And if Baycott doesn't show up in a game, is that basically mean it's going to be a loss? I hope not. Because the big men were the reason. I mean, the big men were the reason we stayed in this game, to be honest. But if I guess all three of them have to be there, I don't know. It definitely seems like Baycott has to be there because he's especially on defense. I mean, he got into kind of some foul trouble, so he was out a little bit here and there. But I don't know if he was just struggling tonight or what. But I don't know. Let's hope we bounce back for Duke, because that would really, really, really kill the season if we lose. I'm not saying the season would be over, but if we lose to Duke, like, we would have lost to NC State, and who's not doing that great. At least we got the second win, but then Duke, who's just had one of the worst seasons they've ever had in a long time. I mean, granted, so did we last season, but if we lose to them this year, it's just gonna. A lot of people are gonna be dawning on this season, kind of similar to last season. Because if we can't beat rivals, even in a down year when everyone else is having a down year, then what can we live for on this season? So, but hopes and prayers that we can turn around and find an identity, or at least some consistency somewhere in the Duke game. Consistency somewhere. I don't care where it comes from. If it's offensive reboundings, because it's a lot of times it seems like we can get offensive rebounds to save us when we're shooting poorly. But 5 from one guy is not going to save us, unfortunately. So, again, some type of consistency for Duke, whatever it is, pray for it. Thanks for tuning in, guys.